What's up? It's Candace, 14-year video and live event producer, owner of O Productions. And today I am sharing why I'm even doing this, why I'm even a content creator, and how you can find your why, not just why you want to do content, but why you want to do anything. Because we just be out here doing stuff. And if you don't know your why, then it's really pointless, right? So the very first reason I decided to become a content creator is because I wanted to stop being selfish. I have been in the entertainment, production, music business world for over 20 years. So not all of it was consecutive. I started off in music, which if you saw my video as to how I became a producer or how I created my dream job, you can take a look at that. I will link it in the description. But so I started off in music business and then evolved into television, video, live event production. And so if I added up all those years, if I add up all those years, it accumulates to over 20 years of experience. 14, almost 15 of those years have been spent in video and live event production. And so I am coming to the realization that I am no longer the spring chicken. I'm not 20 anymore. I'm not the new kid on the block. I actually have experienced a lot. I actually have credibility to a degree. You know, I'm not a veteran yet. I don't want to give myself veteran status. I don't want to give myself like OG status. I'm not there, but I am no longer fresh out of college. I am no longer the newest person on set trying to figure things out, lost and clueless. So I'm kind of in that in between, and I think it's important to be a bridge and to also be generous with whatever knowledge and experience I have acquired thus far on my journey. And so my main reason was to stop being selfish and to give back what I have learned already and what I am learning as I continue to build. So that's one of my whys. Another one of my whys is to build community and to connect with others. So I think community is important. One, nobody is created to live alone, to work alone, to do anything alone. And so community is a critical part of life in general. But especially when you're a producer or you work in production, there is no way you can really get things done efficiently, effectively, or without killing yourself, without working with others. And so I just am like, all the new friends, come on in. I love people and would love to meet new people in this field, people who want to get into the field, and people who are looking for people who do what I do. So making connections and building community is important to me. Another reason is there's this guy, I don't know if y'all have heard of, I might butcher his last name, Omar El-Katori. Omar El-Takori. Anyway, Omar has a podcast and show here on YouTube and also wherever you can get podcasts called The Department. I've been watching The Department for maybe half a year. I maybe have hit a year. I don't know. It's been at least 6 months. And he released a video called The Content Game Plan for Entrepreneurs for 2025. And in that video, he lays out a content plan. And when I was watching the episode, I thought that does not sound too hard. I'm going to link the video in the description for you to watch. But essentially, the basics of the game plan is to release one video a week on YouTube. And then there's some other things that he lays out. But I said, okay, I could do that. One video a week. Not too much pressure. You know, some people will be like, you got to post every day or put something out 3 to 4 times a week. That is overwhelming to me. So Omar's game plan, to me, it felt doable. It felt, I don't know, it just felt good. So I said, all right, Omar, see if you know what you're talking about. I'm going to try this out for 1 year. And I'll report back at the end of a year, but I have to be consistent. And so consistent looks like once a week. That is doable. And here we are. So I'm testing his theory. So that's another why. My fourth why is to bring awareness to my business. I have never ran ads or done any hardcore or legitimate marketing. Everything that I've done up until now for the past 7 years of my business, going on 8 years of having my own production company, has been word of mouth or referral. There has been one situation or a couple situations where my husband pitched me and told somebody about me, but still, that still counts in the word of mouth category. So I've never actually positioned myself, as a intentionally marketed business. And so this is not hardcore marketing and like I'm running ads or anything like that, but I am being intentional to share that, hey, I have a business, and hey, we do production work, and hey, here's where you can find us. And actually, this video is sponsored by Productions. So that's a motivation for sure, is to expand our clientele, expand the work that we do. And I'm going to record a video about one of my favorite things about being an entrepreneur and having my own business. And it's probably not what you would think, but I'm going to make a video about it, and I will come back and add it to this description when I make it. But, a part of why I love being an entrepreneur has to do with the work that we do. And I cannot do the work that we do without clients who need it. So this is a way for me to connect with potential new clients. It's creating this content, letting people know what I do, and then people might tell somebody or see this and be like, hey, I need what you do. And then we could do what we do and make it do what it do. Okay. So the fifth reason, that I want to create content, and I have six. I think I have 6 reasons. I have 6. This is number 5 of 6, is the discipline of it. I want to discipline myself to be consistent and to show up and to do something consistent. I, for many years, have written a blog, and one thing I have done faithfully for, I think I'm hitting almost 20 years, is every year on my birthday, I write a birthday blog and put it out. And there's something about that rhythm and routine of knowing every morning on my birthday, I wake up and the first thing I do is write. There's something, I don't want to call it a ritual, but I guess it is. But there's something healing about rituals. There's something sobering about rituals. And there's something that kicks into gear whenever you discipline yourself to do something consistently. You get results. They may not be quick or immediate results, but eventually when you show up consistently, you get results. And so me doing this as a discipline is important to me, because disciplines create habits, which create results, and you want to create the right results. And so there are certain things that I want to discipline myself to do: working out consistently, eating vegetables and fruit consistently, real food consistently. Showing up doing this content is me consistently agreeing with all of my whys of giving back, sharing my knowledge, connecting with other people, making sure people know what I do so we can have new clients and help other people reach their goals. And so all of those things are reasons to show up consistently. My 6th reason is a bonus. Now, this one, if I'm honest, this one is the one I am expecting the least from. I don't know how to put this other than I'm skeptical. Okay. The 6th reason I'm doing this is a reason I'm very skeptical about. And it's really more so because do I personally know anybody making money off of YouTube? I don't think so. I don't think I personally know anybody making money off of YouTube. I see that people do it, but I don't know anybody that I can call and say, hey, how's that going for you? How'd you jump to this amount of money on YouTube? I don't have that person to call that I can think of, at least off the top of my head. And so I'm skeptical. Do I believe it's possible? Yes. Do I believe it's possible for me? I don't know. So I will report back if I start making money off this thing. But in the meantime, I'm adding it as a 6th parenthetical bonus ... I'm skeptical of this point, and that is to create an additional income stream. Y'all are going to know if it's working. You're going to know if I'm making money from this, because I'm going to make some upgrades. I won't be talking into this microphone that I already had, because this is really, I mean, it's a little whack looking. It works, which is why I'm using it. But if I had it, I would have a good microphone that looked cute, something that the kids are using. I would have maybe a better camera, because right now I'm just working with my phone, and I have an iPhone 12. Okay. I haven't even upgraded in like 4 iPhones. I'm 4 iPhones behind. So there are things that you would notice if this begins to make money. I don't want to put money into it until I'm getting money from it. And so we're going to work with what we got in the meantime. And so if you start seeing those changes, and I'll just give reports, I'll let y'all know. Like, y'all, I made $5. It works. I don't know. But those are my whys and those are my reasons. Now, if you are trying to figure out your why, whether it's why you create content, why you want to start a business, why you go to work every day, why you do whatever, you need to have a why that motivates you beyond yourself. Because one day you're going to wake up and not feel like doing it. So if the why is bigger than you, you'll show up. The why is bigger than you, you'll push through the challenges, the setbacks, the problems, because there will be problems. I'm sitting here right now like, did I hit record? Because it looks like I did. If I hadn't hit record, I would have had to start all this over. And if I wasn't motivated by my why, I would not have recorded this again. Thankfully, I think I'm good and I don't have to. I think it's important to find your why. And here are a few ways that you can find your why, starting with figuring out what it is you want to do. So if you don't even have any concept of what you want to do, start with asking, what do I enjoy doing? What comes easy? What excites me? What is something that when I'm done doing it, I want to do it again, whether I got paid or not? I want to do it again. Or it motivated me, it energized me. What are some of the things that bring you life? Even if you haven't figured out a way to monetize it or make money from it or make a career out of it, just think about those things. What are some of the things that you love to do and enjoy doing? Now, when you figure out those things, and some of it might be based on experiences, like something you've done before. Some of it might be based on your childhood dreams, like, man, I always wish I had da 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 da. Whatever the dream might be, think about it. Consider it, give it room and space in your heart and in your life. And I know how hard that can be, especially the older you get, the more deferred or dead dreams we seem to have, or it's like, man, I thought that was going to be possible, but now life circumstances feel like it's not. I am challenging you to resurrect them things. Do not bury them. Bring them back to the surface. Reconnect with whatever it was that you originally wanted to do. And let's consider some of these questions. Ask, why do I want to do this? For each of the answers that you come up with, the why you want to do it, maybe it brings me joy. Well, with that, I want you to ask, why is that important to me? I want to do this because it brings me joy. That's important to me because when I do things that bring me joy, I am better able to show up for my family. See how that works? So you're creating like a layer of getting to the depth of your reasons. So it's like, I want to do this. It makes me feel happy. When I'm happy, I'm able to do X, Y, Z. So that's one way to go about it. Another question to consider is, if money wasn't an issue, what would you do? So whether you were getting paid to do something or not, what would you do? That's probably linked to something that you are put on this earth to do. Think about who you want to help and why. So when I think about who I want to help, I'm thinking of two audiences. I'm thinking of fellow creators or producers or people who want to get into this business or this industry. And I'm also thinking of potential clients, which are leaders, executives, big businesses that don't have time to get into the nitty gritty of live events, but they have an event to put on. Maybe they have an annual conference, but the staff also has to keep up with their day-to-day work. That's where we come in to help support, help them be able to focus on what they need to do while also getting done the special projects. So just thinking about who your audiences are. Who do you want to help? Why do you want to help them? One last tip I would give you is, if you want to dig deeper into finding your why, have a time with ChatGPT, your favorite AI situation, and put this prompt into the chat. Ask it, how do I determine my why? And it will probably give you a list of questions and ways to do it. And you can sit there and just process it with AI. It'll help you dig out things inside of you that you can't quite get to by yourself. And it'll give you some more questions to go into in more depth. So those are my tips on ways that you can find your why. And I hope it was helpful. So I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep making this stuff. Now you know why I'm doing it. And if you so feel led to do it as well, I hope you can figure out your whys, your reasons to keep you motivated, to keep you showing up every day, and to keep you pressing toward that mark of doing the thing. Anywho, thank y'all for watching. If you have any thoughts, feel free to comment. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Until the next video. Bye.